Both Alex and I have had our lives greatly impacted by our speaker's wise words and the caring heart that she has. Ever since I walked into her class in 7th grade, I knew that it was going to be an unforgettable journey.
From discipleship groups every Thursday morning to our art classes, she never missed an opportunity to speak life into us, to encourage us, and to push us to be our true selves, just as God created us.
We are honored to welcome Mrs. Mandy Fiegner to the stage.
Father, thank you for this beautiful time of celebration. We ask for your abundant blessing over each of these graduates as they go out from this place. Lord, I ask that you allow the Holy Spirit to speak through me today. May it be your words and not my own. May each person know you better today, whether it is for the first time or in a deeper way. Lord, let this be about transformation and not just information. Amen. So, I'll be honest, I have prayed about what I would share for over a month to no avail. I mulled over all the cliche graduation things like travel the world so you can broaden your horizons, follow your passions so you never have to work a day in your life, do things that scare you because life is too short to live in fear. I even entertained your favorite UTT title of How Then Should We Just Then Live? And at my lowest point, while attempting to write this speech, Bona, my 5-year-old, was practicing his reading next to me, and I honestly considered just reading Pete the Cat Goes to the Beach. Hear me out. In the book, Pete repeatedly says maybe later because he is too afraid of the water. But eventually he says, let's do it, because he overcame his fear. And guess what? He had fun, proving you should try new things. Not my worst idea, after all. But after everything fell short, nothing seemed to hold the weight of being my last message to you that I had hoped for. Then, truth be told, the enemy began to take advantage of my uncertainty. I'm guessing this is something many of you are familiar with right now as you try to navigate what God has next. He began to make me doubt my ability to even be up here at all. The message was something like this: what right do you have to speak to them when your own life is such a mess? Look at all these things you have going on and how you are handling them. They deserve to hear from someone that will show them that success is out there waiting, if only they work hard enough. They need to know that the best days of their lives are ahead if they make their own way. And you know, for a while I really believed the enemy, even wondered who could speak instead. Then I realized something. You all already know this about me. You knew that when you asked me to stand up here, and that meant more than any lie the enemy could tell me. You know my life isn't easy. And you know I don't have a happy message about how life always works out. Because you're my community. We have chosen to do more than just exist together in the same space for the last 6 years. We've prayed together, we've held each other accountable and celebrated victories, and talked about the tough things in life. Sometimes by choice, and sometimes because I'm a teacher and you have to listen. But my hope is that by choosing to lean into the community that God provided you, you also know that even in the midst of everything in my life and your life, God is still good. Man, is he good. And faithful, and full of grace and mercy and forgiveness when we need it the most and deserve it the least. And to be honest, no matter what you have done in your life up to this point, and no matter what you will do, God is unchanging. Whether, like me, you feel like a mess right now, and you are uncertain how God could ever use you, or you are sitting there brimming with pride over how well you have navigated these last 13 years of your life, or somewhere in between. God is still good, and he loves you unconditionally. Maybe you are sitting here knowing you excelled in every possible way to graduate, or maybe you are still wondering how you even made it. God loves you just the same. Maybe like me, when I was 18, you were full of assurance of where you were going next. Or maybe you are more like me right now, sitting there staring into what feels like the abyss, thinking, God, it sure would be great if you could give me a little more direction here. The good news is, God is still God, and he loves you because you are his child, his creation, and nothing you have done or will do can change that love. So here it is, graduates, the profound message I want to send you out with. Nothing like Fiegner taking 5 minutes to get to the point, I know. At all costs, with every sacrifice worthwhile and all selfishness set aside, decide today to live with an eternal perspective. Million, my oldest son, told me after reading our Bible one night, "Mama, life is like this, and eternity is like this." I was trying so hard to share something about how to make the best of this, when I knew full well that I needed to be sharing about this. Because as much as we don't want to admit it sometimes, this doesn't matter without the greater hope of this. So here it is. The best advice I have is to pursue this with abandon. Begin today a lifelong commitment to live for eternity, not this world. I chose to share some practical ways by using my own life first. In 1 Peter 4, 7 through 11, it starts with the subtitle, Living for God. Starting in verse 7, it says, "The end of all things is near. Therefore be alert and of sober mind, so that you may pray. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gifts you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. If anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God. If anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. To him be the glory and the power forever and ever. Amen." Let me break this verse down a little and give you the short list of advice on how to live for eternity, because I know this is nothing new to you, nothing you haven't heard before, but that's okay, because calling people back to Christ is the ultimate goal of living with eternal perspective. Verse 7 says, "The end of all things is near." Don't live as if you are immortal. You're not. Don't wait to do something tomorrow that God is calling you to do today. He doesn't need you to expand the kingdom of heaven, but he wants you. Consider that a privilege and live into it with abandon. It goes on to say, "Be alert and of sober mind so that you may pray." Don't let anything entice you away from a life dedicated to prayer and scripture. I can tell you from experience, and you all have heard of my experience. It's not appropriate for graduation speech. Nothing in this world has to offer will ever compare to the promises of eternity. You are about to enter one of the most difficult times in history with a lot of amazing things at your disposal. You want it? You can have it. And usually within a day if you have Amazon Prime. You want it? You can have it. Even if you don't have money, you have credit. You want to know why it's worth having? The internet has 200 search pages to affirm your desires. This world will throw everything at you and attempt to distract you from living for eternity. So be alert and of sober mind so that you may pray, because it is only through prayer and petition that you will have the strength to stand against this world. Verse 8 says, "Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins." Parents and guardians, this one is for you. Love your children deeply, period. As they go out into this world, there is so much of you that wants to interject, to guide, and insist. Don't. Just love them deeply and trust that what you have done is enough. And live into the greatest truth God has ever given me as a parent. They were his children first. Will he not bring into fruition a plan greater and more perfect than anything you ever dreamed and imagined for them? So pray for them. Encourage them through scripture and trust that God has great plans in store. Make the path to eternity clear through your actions, so that if and when they seek it out, it is a well-worn path. Even in the pain and the anguish they may experience, the best thing that you can do as they head out into the next part of their life is to love them deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. Verse 9 says, "Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling." Open your hearts, open your eyes, and open your wallets with joy in your heart. It may sound contrite, but it is not. If you are living with eternity in mind, you should be holding loosely to everything of this world with joy in your heart. Everything you have is God's, so offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Verse 10 says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Your gifts are not self-made, earned, or even well-deserved. Sorry to burst your bubble. The gifts you have been given are from God. And as much as you want to follow whatever plan you set in motion, your gifts have a greater purpose. Use them as stewards of God's grace, because the eternal reward is far greater than any plan you have. As many of you know, in my version of life at 34, I am a successful architect with beautiful buildings littering the Seattle skyline. I have 3 amazing adopted children who are well-adjusted and don't question my every word unless ounce of my patience tested. I'm sure you all can relate. I am successful and I get to talk to adults all day and not answer the same 30 questions in one class period. But guess what? My version of using my gifts fell short and left me beyond empty and on the brink of losing everything. Everything I worked for was in jeopardy, including my own marriage. But God's version of using my gifts leaves me fulfilled and joyful, albeit exhausted. Doing life with you guys every day at school, loving my children for who they are, not who I imagined them to be, sharing God's grace in its various forms is so much better than my version. Sending out the next generation to set this world ablaze for God's kingdom is better than any building I ever dreamed of. So with eternity in mind, find a way to use your gifts as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Finally, in verse 11, it says, if anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God. If anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. Stop trying to do this alone. The God of the universe promises to be your mouthpiece and to give you strength for every task that He calls you to. Trust Him because He trusts you. He gave you the unique privilege of speaking on His behalf. Do it as if speaking the very words of God. He loves you enough to let you serve His children, to love them through your service. So don't hesitate to set aside your selfish ambition and pick up the service of the Lord. Because with eternity as your goal, how exciting will it be to someday see the people God put in your path walking the streets of heaven. I believe that the eternal reward will be worth all that is lost, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. So, graduating class of 2017, I could not be more proud to send you out into this world. Not as my former students, but as my brothers and sisters in Christ. Parents, families, friends, boldly take on the task of walking alongside these graduates as they pursue eternity, and boldly take up the same cause for yourselves. My prayer is that all of us would choose to daily see through the lens of eternity and to allow the Holy Spirit to be our guide until the day of reconciliation with Jesus. To Him be the glory and the power forever and ever.